In your faith journey, how have you experienced generosity?
Support. Support from the church, from my church family, helping me get through the different crises I've had over the years. And without it, I don't think I would have survived. And being part of the prayer chain, that's given me a whole new growth in faith.
In your faith journey, how have you experienced generosity?
I've experienced generosity through all the people in every congregation I belong to. They helped me grow in my faith and my relationship with Jesus. They helped me discover new talents and use those and use the ones I knew about myself. They've been very open with their love and their understanding and their teaching, and that's how I've experienced generosity.
In your faith journey, how have you experienced generosity?
I've experienced generosity in so many ways throughout my life, through growing up in the Covenant Church where my folks were musicians, had a wonderful church family there, and so many great mentors and examples there, and through many other church experiences over the years, but most recently certainly here at CTK, where it's just such a wonderful group of people who are just so generous with their time and talents, and I feel blessed to be back here among the saints of CTK, and just really wonderful people along the way that have been so dedicated to following Jesus.
In your faith journey, how have you experienced generosity?
So I was deployed in my Navy Reserve capacity for a year, and I know that this faith community in particular was very generous to my family during that entire time with both tangible and intangible things. And it was very good to know while I was there, and made me want to come back so much.
That's all right. In your faith journey, how have you experienced generosity?
In my faith journey, I have experienced generosity in too many ways to count. When I was a child and couldn't afford the Girl Scout camp, the leaders at my church paid for me to go to Girl Scout camp. When I was a very young adult, living 3,000 miles away from home, because my urge to travel was so strong. It took me a while to find a church home, and then a lady I worked with on the night shift invited me to her church. And not only did they accept me in their choir and treat me like family, they even invited me to the mother-daughter banquet as her surrogate daughter. When my husband died, the members at Christ the King were just so supportive, and I was too clueless to even plan anything, and I finally realized I needed to have some kind of food offering and at the day of the viewing, and they filled my kitchen with food in less time than it takes to talk about it. I was having trouble financing my twins in chapel school preschool, and they allowed me to be teacher's aide for the first 2-year-old class at chapel school, in addition for a break on the tuition. They gave me a cut rate to send my kids to Camp Calumet. They're bailing me out every other month, it seems like, and the generosity in love and spirit and welcome to somebody that was not raised Lutheran has just been phenomenal.
In your faith journey, how have you experienced generosity?
I have experienced an abundance of love, generous love from family and friends and neighbors. So grateful.
In your faith journey, how have you experienced generosity?
Okay, so definitely like when I came back to church after a while of not being here due to health and family issues, after the service during fellowship, I can't remember her name. I think her name is Susan. She was handing out, or not handing out, but she was selling stuff at the crop walk, and I think she overheard me just talking to one of the members here about like my struggles, and I had wanted to buy one of the crop walk hats, but I didn't have the funds, and I think she overheard me talking about my struggles, and she was like, you know what, no, just have one. It was like for free, and I was like, really? Like, I can't take this. And she was like, no, seriously. She like forced it to me, so that was really sweet, and that's definitely one of the generous things I've experienced here.
Awesome. How have you experienced generosity in your life journey?
I would have to say the sharing of friendship when I've been through hard times. This past year has been very difficult, and I wouldn't have been able to do it without my friends and the generosity of giving of their hearts of the people from CTK.
In your faith journey, how have you experienced generosity?
So I would say a welcome and open table at CTK especially.
Same welcome and open table at Camp Calumet.
So I would say the generosity I experienced was my faith journey being awakened by my friends Gary and Barbara Gilchrist, who invited me to worship with them at Kettering Assembly of God, Kettering, Ohio, where I actually experienced God's presence, renewed my faith, and started a true faith journey in Christ.
Through the love and support and all the food and gift cards and everything that my CTK family did for me while my husband was sick.
Generosity is the question, and I can say by the love of the family of Christ the King Lutheran Church, that's how I experience generosity. Thank you all.
Thank you.